Hey everybody, it's opening day at Fenway Park in Boston, and the Boston Red Sox are taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a rematch of the very first World Series, which took place all the way back in 1903. Back then, I believe the World Series was a best-of-9 game affair. This is just going to be a one-game matchup between Garrett Cole, pitching for the Pirates, and Rick Porcello of the Boston Red Sox. Little surprising that Chris Sale, the new ace of the Red Sox, didn't get the opening day start, but Rick Porcello, I guess, does deserve it. I mean, he did win the AL Cy Young Award last year, and there was a little bit of controversy with that AL Cy Young Award vote. Justin Verlander had better numbers in a lot of categories, but did not win it. All right, speaking of off-season hardware and awards, I picked Josh Bell to win the NL Rookie of the Year, and he just hit a double off the wall. And I also picked Andrew McCutchen to win the Comeback Player of the Year, and he just hit a home run. So the Red Sox are down 2-0 here. McCutchen with a blast over the Green Monster out there into that parking garage area, and it's 2-0. The Red Sox are down, and the Pirates are just kind of lighting up Rick Porcello here. I might have to get the bullpen going. There is another hit. So that is 4 straight hits in a row, and it is now 3-0. The Pirates are up on the Red Sox on opening day 2017. Make that 5 hits in a row. That one's going to be off the wall. Bradley tried to make the catch. Benintendi is going to have to play this one, and that's going to be a triple. So it is now 4-0 Pirates, and this is kind of the Rick Porcello that we saw in Detroit a couple years ago. He would be really, really good, and then he would just have a complete clunker of a game where you're just like, I don't understand what's going on here. Why is this guy so bad sometimes? He's got such good stuff. Last season, he put it all together, had a .315 earned run average, pitched 223 innings, only walked 32 batters last season, so that just tells you he has impeccable control. And Porcello had a 22-4 record. A lot of that was because he got fantastic run support because of guys like this guy, Andrew Benintendi, slicing the ball for a base hit. Benintendi, by the way, is pretty much, I would say, not unanimous, but he's a favorite to be the AL Rookie of the Year. Here's Bogarts getting a hit. So the Red Sox are kind of, making some noise here. And now here comes the big guy, Mookie Betts. And Betts with a base hit. This might score a run. I'm going to send him. Let's see. Yes, so it's 5-1. Betts, by the way, was my pick for the AL MVP award. I feel like he should have won it last year, but Mike Trout ended up winning it last year despite the Angels having an abysmal season. But I think this year Betts should probably be good for 30 home runs again, maybe 30 stolen bases. He had 26 steals last year and 31 home runs last year. So Betts is a possible 30-30 guy. There's McCutchen out there in right field. If you're not familiar with the move, McCutchen is now the right fielder of the Pirates. They shifted their outfield alignment and put Marte in center, moved Polanco over to left, and McCutchen over in right field. Anyway, back to the Red Sox. Last season, the Red Sox finished with a 93-69 record to capture the AL East crown. They finished in first place, and you might remember they went on to face the Indians in the ALCS and lost to the Indians. The Indians would go on to play the Cubs in the World Series and lose in 7 games. And if the Red Sox are going to get back to the World Series, they're going to need this guy, Pablo Sandoval, with a bomb. Does that even land? I didn't see that ball land anywhere. Sandoval slimmed down a bit this offseason, so he's in much better shape. And you might remember last year he basically played, I think, maybe like 1 game, maybe 2 games, but he was out for virtually the entire season. And now he's back, he's healthy, and he's ready to contribute. Travis Shaw is gone. You might remember Travis Shaw played for the Red Sox last year, got some time at third base, but he's been shipped off to Milwaukee. He's now going to be the Brewers' third baseman. He had 16 home runs for the Brewers last year and a .242 average. So now that Sandoval's back and healthy, hopefully they can get some return on that contract. You might remember they gave him a big, I want to say it was around a $100 million contract for 4 years. And we'll see if he can deliver. All right, let's fast forward a bit to the 4th inning. There's some statues outside of Fenway Park. By the way, I've been to Fenway Park a few times. Most recently was World Series Game 1 of 2013 when the Red Sox took on the Cardinals and won. I'm that guy that got the ticket for $6. If you live in Boston, you might recall that on the local networks, and it also became a national story, there was a guy who found a ticket for $6 on StubHub and bought it. And then there was some kind of controversy because StubHub tried to retract the ticket, cancel the ticket, and basically take the ticket back from the guy. Well, I am that guy. And what happened was I did get on and I was checking the World Series ticket prices, just kind of curious, and I saw a ticket for $6. And then the next cheapest ticket was like $600. So I obviously hurried up and bought the ticket as fast as I could because first my plan was I'm just going to buy this ticket and then I'm going to flip it and sell it for a couple $100 profit. And by the way, this one is way gone. Again, Pablo Sandoval is killing it. His 2nd home run of the game. Garrett Cole is susceptible to giving up some dingers every now and then. This one is going to get over the green monster seats. There's a walkway right behind those rows of the green monster seats. It probably bounced out, possibly out towards the parking garage. And I was talking about the World Series ticket. Anyway, to make a long story short, they ended up canceling my ticket and they replaced it with a new ticket, which was virtually in the same seating section. So it was like a $750 ticket. And I flew to Boston and went to the game, and it was an awesome time. So if you ever get to see the World Series at Fenway Park and you can get access to tickets, by all means, go do it because great atmosphere at Fenway Park. Another thing that I was just thinking about after seeing that Pablo Sandoval home run is the balls that clear the green monster. There is a parking garage out there, and when I was there, I noticed like 7 baseballs sitting on top of that parking garage, and I could not for the life of me figure out how I could get those balls because for those of you that follow my channel, I go around to maybe about 100 games a year, and I always show up early for batting practice and catch baseballs. Last season, I caught 803 baseballs in approximately 125 games. So when I see like 7 baseballs just sitting there, I kind of take it as a challenge. So let's see if Sandoval can hit his 3rd home run of the game. He might do it. Maybe that's off the wall. That's going to get a run home. Sandoval with another RBI, and the Red Sox are really bringing it back here against Garrett Cole. The Pirates might have to get some activity in their bullpen. And yep, here comes Wade LeBlanc. He's going to be a middle reliever this year. So anyway, just real quick, I went out to the parking garage and walked all around. I was looking for like a ladder or some access to the roof just so I could get those 7 baseballs. Never found it, so I wonder if those baseballs are still there to this day. All right, back to the game. It is now the 7th inning. The shadows are kind of moving in here. This game slated to start at 2:05 p.m. on April 3rd, which is today. That's why I'm making this video today. I wish I was there, but I'm here at work because I'm already planning on a personal day, taking Friday off to go to the PNC Park home opener. For those of you that don't know me, I'm from Pittsburgh, full season ticket holder. I've been a full season ticket holder for, this will be my 11th year. So I'm really familiar with the Pirates, but I'm trying not to talk about them too much because this is an opening day video for Fenway Park, and I'm trying to focus mostly on talking about the Red Sox. All right, well, Robbie Ross comes in and doesn't do his job, gives up a base hit. Now the Pirates are extending their lead on the Red Sox, and he's going to give up another hit. So back-to-back base hits here, and we're in trouble. I'd like to bring in Craig Kimbrel, but I'm not going to do that Terry Francona kind of managing of the bullpen. All right, well, it looks like we're out of the inning here. Dustin Pedroia makes the play. Juan Nicasio is now on. Now, Nicasio has kind of resurrected his career as a middle reliever with the Pirates. He kind of bounced around a little bit and struggled as a starting pitcher. You might remember him with the Rockies as a starting pitcher. I think he was with the Dodgers also. But he's found a home in the bullpen, so let's see if we can make his home a little uncomfortable here with the Red Sox. Trying to go the other way and play some wall ball, but it's not going to work out there. This one's going to scoot out into left field, and that's going to bring up Mookie Betts. Let's see what he can do. Betts rolls over on it, and he's going to hit into a force out. That's going to end the inning, so nice job by Nicasio there. So we get further into the bullpen. Here's Matt Barnes, and he promptly gives up a bunt base hit. There was really nothing I could do about that. My third baseman was way back. So there's a strikeout of David Freese. Let's see if he can get out of the inning. Here's John Jaso. Jaso with a home run. Now that's kind of rare. John Jaso is not known for hitting lots of home runs. I mean, he will put one out of the park every now and then. He's more of a on-base type guy, base hit type of guy. But he extends the lead. Now it's, 8-4? This game's getting a little out of hand. And those of you Red Sox fans that paid, $80 and up for your tickets must be kind of upset. I checked online, and I do believe the cheapest ticket I saw when I looked about a week ago was $80 for this game. I really wish I would have gone. If I was off work, I would be at the whole series. But for those of you who don't know, I'm a high school teacher, so I do have to work Monday through Friday every day except for June, July, and August. That's when I get a majority of my games, and sometimes there's been some summers where I went to a game almost every single day. In 2014, I went to 156 Major League Baseball games. That's almost an entire season. There's 162 games in a season. There was a few days where I went to 2 games a day, and Jackie Bradley Jr. just went deep, going oppo. That's showing some good power there. And now they brought in Antonio Bastardo. Bastardo is another kind of middle reliever, a lefty. He gets the job done there, gets his first out of the inning. One thing I haven't mentioned, by the way, already about the Red Sox is the David Price situation. Now, David Price has been injured, and a lot of people think that he might need Tommy John soon. If he's out for the season, that's going to be a huge blow to the rotation. The Red Sox top 3 right now is pretty much as good as anybody. They got Chris Sale, their number 1. David Price is their number 2. Rick Porcello is their number 3 in the rotation. Then after that, they have Stephen Wright, who can be pretty filthy with that knuckleball, and Drew Pomeranz, who's also kind of banged up right now. So the Red Sox do have some injury concerns. I have seen a couple writers switch their vote, their prediction. Some writers have switched from picking the Red Sox in their preseason predictions to picking the Blue Jays. And this is really bad news. I might pick the Blue Jays after this if this was real life. Craig Kimbrel looks like he just, blew out his elbow or something. It said he's holding his arm funny and he's injured. That would be an absolute catastrophe if that happened to the Red Sox. Kimbrel is so lights out as a closer. Kind of struggled a little bit last year with a .340 earned run average. But if you look at his strikeout numbers, 53 innings pitched, 83 strikeouts. He is lights out as a closer. The Red Sox definitely need him. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. All right, well, speaking of closers, the Pirates closer is on now. It's Tony Watson. Watson took over the job from Mark Melancon last year. Melancon, you might remember, was a former Red Sox player, and Melancon struggled mightily with the Red Sox. And then when he came to the Pirates, he was pretty much lights out. Melancon, by the way, blew the save last night, gave up 4 hits in a row against the Diamondbacks to take the loss. And so we're off to a good start here. Chris Young with a double off the wall out there, and this is going to be a home run. So Xander Bogaerts with a home run to straightaway center field. And guess what, everybody? It's 8-8. So I love Tony Watson. I'm from Pittsburgh. Tony Watson's an awesome guy. Kind of feel bad doing this to you, Tony, but it's all tied up now. All right, well, there's one away here, and here's Hanley. Hanley's replacing David Ortiz in the lineup this season, and that's 2 outs. So 2 outs. It's all tied up 8-8, so this might be an extra inning game. However, the Red Sox still have life. There's a base hit to center field, and that's going to bring up you-know-who, the Kung Fu Panda. Pablo Sandoval, who already has 2 home runs and a double off the wall today, extends the game out with a base hit, and the ball gets away, and we have second and third. So Cervelli just opts to hold on to the ball here, and that's going to bring up Mitch Moreland, who can be the hero, lefty-on-lefty matchup, and they're going to walk him to load the bases. That's going to put a force out at any base, and Sandy Leon is now up. Sandy Leon hit .310 last season. He's a pretty decent contact hitter. Let's see if he can be the hero. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to drop in there. And the Red Sox win opening day by a score of 9-8. Pretty crazy game there. A walk-off victory. Sandy Leon's the hero. Bullpen meltdown by the Pirates. We'll see how it plays out in real life when the game starts in a couple hours here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm doing a couple opening day simulations. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do tons of baseball stuff. I go to 100 baseball games a year and record all of them and show you all the baseballs I snag and all my interactions with the players. Again, thanks for watching and see you all later.